Article 20 protection in respect of conviction for offences against Article 20 guarantees protection in certain respect against conviction for offences by prohibiting retrospective criminal legislation commonly known as ex post facto legislation, double jeopardy or punishment for the same offences more than once, compulsion to give incriminating evidence, prohibition against ex post facto legislation. The provision against ex post facto legislation is the contained in clause 1 of Article 20 of our Constitution, which runs as follows: no person shall be convicted in of any offences except for violation of a law in force at the time of commissioning of the act charges as an offence, nor the subjected to a penalty greater than that which might have been inflicted under the law in force at the time of commission of the offence. This is a limitation upon the law-making power of the legislator in India. A law is said to be a prospective when it effect act done or omission made after the law come into effect. The majority of laws are prospective in their operation. By some time, the legislator may give retrospective effect to a law, that is to say, to bring within the operation of law not only future act of omission but also fact of omission committed prior to the enactment in the law in question. Though ordinary in legislation can enact prospective as well as retrospective laws. According to the present clause, a legislator shall not be competent to make a criminal law retrospective so as the provide to a person may be convicted for an act which was not an offence under the law in force at the time of commission of that act, or the subject and accused to a penalty greater than that which might have been inflicted under the law in force at the time of the commission of offence. In other words, when the legislator declare as an act to be offence or provide a penalty for an offence, it cannot make the law retrospective so as to prejudicially affect the person who have committed such act prior to the enactment of the law. Enlarging penal provision for the prosecution would be violative or Article 21st. 2. The prohibition against double jeopardy in contained in clause 2 Article 20, which runs thus: no person shall be prosecuted and punished for the same offence more than once. The expression double jeopardy is used in the American law but not in our constitution. Nevertheless, clause 2 of Article 20 in effect lays down a similar principle. It has been laid down the Supreme Court of Venkat Ramanan UOI. Article 22 refers to judicial punishment and gives immunity to a person from being prosecuted and punished for the same offence more than once. In other words, if a person has been prosecuted and punished in a previous proceeding of an offence, he cannot be prosecuted and punished for the same offence again in subsequent proceeding. A person cannot be punished for the same offence twice and cannot be compelled to a witness against himself. If any law provides for such double punishment, such law would be avoided. The article, however, does not give immunity from the proceeding other than the proceeding before the court of a law or a judicial tribunal. Hence, the government servant who has been punished for an offence in a court of a law yet to be subjected to departmental proceeding for the same offence, or conversely, if the accused was neither convicted nor acquitted to the charges against him in the first trial, his retrial would not amount of double jeopardy. Prosecution or punishment under two sections of an act, the offence under the two sections being distinct from each other, does not amount of a double jeopardy. Accused immunity from being compelled to give. राघव bin छोड़ रहा है, छोड़ा ना राघव, जा आवे। ये देखो, ये आपका ना जो आपकी अलमारी ना, उसके सामान छेड़ रही थी। Evidence against himself. The immunity from the self-discrimination conferred by the death. Clause 3 of Article 20, which says, no person accused of any offence shall be compelled to be a witness against himself. The scope of the immunity has prima facie been widened by our Supreme Court by interpreting the word witness to comprise both oral and documentary evidence so that no person can be compelled to furnish any kind of evidence which is reasonably likely to support prosecution against him. Such evidence must be, however, be nature of the communication that the prohibition is not attracted where the object or a document is searched and seized from possession of his accused. Nor the same reason the clause does not bar the medical examination of the accused or the obtaining thumb impression or the specimen signature from him. Secondly, the immunity does not extend a civil proceeding or other than the criminal proceeding. It also be explained by the Supreme Court.
बाहर है ना
हाँ,
बताओ कौन है
हाँ,
बाहर है ना जो मनन भैया है ना
हाँ,
उनके दादा हैं
अच्छा, उसमें other than the criminal proceeding. It is also been explained in गेट बंद कर इसमें सुप्रीम कोर्ट that is the order to claim immunity from being compelled to make self-incriminating statement. It must be appear that a formal accusation has been made against the person at the time when he asked to make the incriminating statement. He cannot claim the immunity so at some general inquiry or investigation on the ground that his statement may seem later stage lead to an accusation. In administrative and quasi-criminal proceeding, the protection of Article 20 of 3 become available only after a person has been formally accused of committing an offence. The compulsory administration of narco-analysis technique amount of the testimonial compulsion they have triggered the protection of Article 23 of the Constitution. Article 21 freedom of person. Freedom of person of a personal liberty sought to be ensured by our Constitution by means of twofold guarantee, namely by providing that no person can be deprived of his liberty except according of a law, by laying down certain specific safeguard against the arbitrary arrest of detention. Article 21 of our Constitution provides no person shall be deprived of life or personal liberty except according to the procedure established by law. This article reminds us one of the famous clause of Magna Carta: no man shall taken or imprisoned, deceased or outlawed or exiled or any way destroyed save by law of the land. This article reminds us to one of the famous clause of the Magna Carta.
मैंने ड्राइंग कर ली
No man shall be taken, imprisoned, deceased, outlaw or exiled or any way of destroyed save by the law of land. It means no member of executive shall be entitled to interfere with a liberty of citizen unless he can support his action by some provision of law. In short, no man can be subjected to any physical coercion that does not admit of legal justification when therefore the state of any agent deprive and to support such action and the procedure prescribed by such law.
माँ